Well, pal, that's about all the boxes that we got. Are you sure you don't need any help setting anything up? Oh no, it's alright. I like to keep myself busy anyway. I'll set them up myself. Okay then. I mean, after all, you've got plenty of time to yourself. I mean, with you buying this place off the market out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, no. I didn't buy this place. You see, I had this family member who had my name written in his will, saying that I inherit this place. Oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss. No, it's alright. It was 2 months ago. Plus, he was very sick anyway, so we knew it was coming. Alright. Well, I won't bother you any further. You take care now, partner. Alright, thank you. Hey, are you with the moving crew? Hello? The truck's leaving. Without you. Huh. You scared me. Where'd you go? Okay, this isn't funny anymore. I'm gonna call the police. Hey Ryan, I need one of your toys over here.
Okay, how many times have I told you? These aren't toys, these are tools.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Inspector Gadget. Look, I need to journal down heat signatures from this artifact.
Thermal imaging camera?
Thank you.
Hey, it's summer, guys. Shouldn't we be doing guy stuff other than sitting in a stuffy lab?
What guy stuff are we gonna do anyway? Snoop around abandoned train depots and hotels?
Well, don't y'all want to do that?
We're educators now, Scott. We don't have time to explore places filled with asbestos and termites.
I'm bored, okay? And plus, I think it's exciting.
I'm just there to test the equipment.
Keep it down, boys. I'm getting a call. Hello? Oh, hey, how's it going? How's life been treating you, man? Nice. How is it? Uh-huh. Oh. Anything else happen? Hold on. I'll bring the guys over and we'll just do like a basic sweep of the house for you, okay? Alright. See ya. Alright, guys. Pack it up. I want basic research tools with us. We gotta go.
What's going on?
I think we might have a ghoul problem.
Need me to bring the trailer?
No, just the basic supplies. You know, the EMF, Ovilus, SLS, Spirit Box.
Alright, let's just go.
See? Isn't this fun?
Not now, Scott.
So, who is this guy, and why exactly are we visiting him with basic paranormal gear?
Aiden Bell. He's an old college friend. I met him back at UT Austin. He recently moved into this old mansion that his uncle owned before he passed away back in April. While Aiden was moving in, he saw an apparition exploring the house. It really spooked him, so I thought we'd just check the place out.
No, to me it sounds like he's paranoid. He says Uncle died recently, right?
Yep, suffered from a stroke. He was put on life support in the home. Refused to die in the hospital.
Yeah, I just think he's paranoid.
You never know, man. You just never know.
Alright, here's our turn, boys. This place looks like that house from that one Anthony Perkins movie.
This ought to be good.
So, where did you first see this apparition? Saw him walking up there and down that hall to the right.
Sorry, did you just say him?
Yeah, it looked like a man alright. It even sounded like one too, when he whispered right behind me. Come, I'll show you where that happened. I saw him twice in this hallway. First time right here, and then the second time right here. This was where he whispered.
Did you make out what he said?
No, it was more of a heavy breath, but maybe it sounded like he said, hey.
Nothing here. Spirits usually like to hang out in certain sections of property, so maybe this one just wants to go to a couple other rooms or corridors.
We'll take it from here, pal. Thanks, man. Can always count on you.
Still no readings. I don't think there's anything here.
It probably went somewhere else.
Or maybe there wasn't one here at all.
Wait, did you guys just notice how cold it got?
Oh my god, you're right. I can see your breath.
Guys, I think the ghost is still here, but I'm still not getting anything on the EMF.
Then it means that the spirit no longer has any electromagnetic energy. It must have used it all to manifest itself in front of Aiden, but that doesn't mean it couldn't gain any more.
Well, don't be so dramatic. This could just be the spirit of your friend's dead uncle. So why would he decide to mess with us now? Whoa! Whoa, what's wrong with this thing?
That's never happened. That tool is designed to measure only electromagnetic energy.
Oh, so now it's a tool.
Ryan, listen! If the EMF shorted out, that means that there is an incredible amount of energy in this room. Whoa!
Whoa!
Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine. Come on, let's just go check somewhere else.
You're just gonna ignore the fact that you were shoved down by nothing?
Well, that's not the weirdest thing we've ever seen.
Come on, guys. Let's just keep looking.
Why keep looking if we know something's already here?
Because there was far too much energy in that hallway for it to be a recently deceased spirit. That means that there's more in this house.
How would you know?
Well, think about it. Just look at this place. It's got a Victorian design to it, there's dust everywhere, and these floorboards creak every time we step on them. I'm pretty sure this house is older than any of us standing here.
So you're telling me we don't know anything about this house?
No. Aiden just told me that he inherited this place from his uncle.
Maybe he could have told us more about the place before a ghost tripped you up.
Relax. Let's just talk to him now. You want to know the truth? I have no idea how old this mansion is. My uncle inherited it from my grandfather. That's all I know. When did your uncle inherit this place? He rarely brought that part up. I'm gonna say... early to mid-80s? My dad was still in high school back then, so maybe that's when. Okay, well, maybe you could contact some relatives, maybe your dad, and ask them about some info on the house? Yeah, I can call my dad. He knows this place just as well as my uncle did. I'm surprised he never took me to visit him, though. Wait, what do you mean by that? My uncle never really wanted anybody over. Hell, he never brought up anything about his life the last several years, like where he works or how his friends are. I'm pretty sure he was a shut-in, and just wanted someone to take care of this old place after he passed. But anyways, I'll call my dad and I can get you an update on this place as soon as I can. Alright. For now, guys, I think we should grab the trailer, because I think that I'm now convinced that this property holds more secrets than meets the eye.
But this is just a hunch, right? Because all the ghost did was trip you.
Yeah, I know, but there's something in my gut that says otherwise. Scott, you go grab the trailer while Ryan and I keep exploring, because you just never know.
Traffic might be a bit heavy. Might not be back for a couple of hours.
I mean, we're just an item short, that's all. Besides, we'll be more prepared once we have our full setup. So you better leave now, Scott.
Alright guys, good luck. I'll see you in a bit.
So should we divide and conquer or stay together?
You mean split up?
Yeah, I figured if we both take a different side of the house, we could learn the layout faster, and chances of us witnessing any activity are better if we're alone.
That's true, but we don't know anything about this place. So, how would we know what we're running ourselves into?
I don't know, Jake. I guess you're just gonna have to go with your gut.
Well, let's just hope it's right.
Hello? Any dead people around here? I got a fancy looking camera here if you want to get a picture. Hello again. I'm all alone. It's just me. Did somebody light a cigar?
Is anyone here? Can you tell me your name? How many spirits are in this room? How many spirits are in this manor? Not this one, come on. Hello? Who are you? Well, one at a time. Who are you? Tell me your names.
Bell.
Bell? Bell who? Are you related to Aiden? Aiden Bell?
Trevor Bell.
Trevor. Well, what year do you think it is? Can you give me a year? A date? A time?
18.
18 what? Can you say that again? Can you repeat what you said? When did you die? Answer me.
You just keep doing what you're doing. That cigar smells really good. Mind telling me where you keep your stash? Whoa. I'll be damned. Jake! Jake! Where are you at?
Ryan?
Jake!
What did you see? What's the matter?
I just saw the first ghost in my life. So I was downstairs, calling the ghosts, asking them to show themselves on the SLS, blah, blah, blah. But that's when I got a whiff of cigar smoke. So I follow the scent, and that's when I see him. It's a man in a top hat smoking a cigar. He stands there just staring at me. And then he blows a puff of smoke and disappears. I tell you, Jake, you should have been there to see it.
Oh man, I wish I had. But listen to me. I think I'm onto something. On the spirit box, I got this voice of a man. He gave me his name, Trevor Bell. And he gave me part of a year, 18, and then it cut off. So I think the history of this place dates back to the 1800s.
It couldn't have been any further back than 1845.
That's right, because Texas was annexed with the U.S. back in December of that same year, but no white man settled into the Panhandle until the Compromise of 1850.
Okay, so that gives us around 170 years of dead people in this home. Great. I mean, it's great for our research, but not great for your friend.
Aiden can just move out, it's fine. He can find an apartment or something to stay at. He doesn't have to inherit this old crypt. Well, speaking of Aiden... Hey, you got any info about the house? I spoke with my dad. All he could tell me is that every descendant of the Bell family has lived in that house ever since my great-great-grandfather built it back in 1850. He says there might be more information about my family online, so I don't know if that helps out in any way, but... We'll take it from here, man. Thank you very much. Pull out your phone, Ryan. We have some family history to read about.
Traffic wasn't too bad, guys. Anything else happen while I was gone?
Scott, you're never gonna believe this. Aiden gave us some info on the house. Well, more of the family's history. It turns out that 5 generations of the Bell family have lived in this home. And the most compelling part we read is that every single resident has died on this property.
Really?
Yeah, the Bells have been known to have a huge family. I mean, there's times that there were 8, 10 family members living in the mansion at the same time, and they each have a bizarre story of their own death.
In late 1979, Andy Bell was cleaning up the attic when he tripped down a set of stairs to the 3rd floor. He was clearing up the attic because his careless brother accidentally found a loaded pistol up there a few weeks prior.
Yeah, and then in 1936, Jackson Bell found a stash of things to sell in the attic to compensate for what he lost in the crash of 29, but he was reportedly crushed by the weight of the chest that was stored in.
And in 1908, Samuel Bell was installing electric lights in the home when he got electrocuted by mistake.
And there's one story from 1892 when Trevor Bell and his wife Elena were both murdered by Trevor's brother Bernard with an axe. Bernard was supposedly hung by a tree near the mansion by the sheriff after getting caught.
In July of 1874, Susan Bell was run over by her husband's horse after he accidentally disturbed a wasp nest under the carriage.
Now this is the weirdest one of them all, and this dates back to the first death ever at the mansion. In 1850, James Bell, who was the builder of the mansion, was found dead on the front porch by his neighbor with the back of his head caved in.
No one knows how he died, but there's one theory that there was a loose brick that fell from the top floor and just so happened to land on him, because the house had recently finished construction at that time.
I'm guessing those are just a couple of handful of stories from this place, right?
Yeah, to sum it up the best we can, there's probably over 47 ghosts haunting Grand Bell Manor.
The Grand Bell Manor? From all the death that this place has seen, they should have nicknamed it the Dread Bell Manor.
Okay, enough of this Ghost Adventures introductions. Do you want me to set up the equipment or not?
Yeah, let's just get to work.
Alright, fellas. All the systems are online. I've got eyes on all 4 floors of the mansion, including a few of the porches.
Roger, we are now entering the house.
Keep a sharp eye, Scott. This might be our biggest investigation yet.
Trust me, boys, I will not miss out on a thing. Even if I do, I'm recording everything that our cameras are seeing.
Man, could you imagine how much we'd get paid if we showed the university our evidence?
Those administrators could care less if they saw this kind of stuff. If anything, our work could end up on the Discovery Channel.
And then I'd have to sign autographs from every student that takes my engineering class.
Well, same for me. I might have to turn my archaeology class into a paranormal elective course.
Fellas, focus. How about we split up the work here? Jake, you scope out the bottom 2 floors, while Ryan, you go investigate the 3rd floor and attic.
Sounds fine by me.
Scott, remind me who died in this room.
Okay, I got those Wikipedia tabs up. Give me a minute. Okay. There were a few people. In 1862, Jonathan Bell was literally stabbed in the back by his neighbor while they were having dinner together. Apparently, the Bell family were the few Texans at the time who supported the Union instead of the Confederacy. His neighbors thought that they had betrayed their new nation.
Okay, who else?
In 1911, the old chandelier in the dining room fell down and impaled Marcus Bell. The fall also injured his son Brody, who later died on the property after getting struck by lightning in 1927.
I know there was one more.
In 1946, Robert Bell was poisoned by his maid after neglecting to pay her for a month.
Okay, got it. Jonathan, Marcus, and Robert Bell.
Chandelier. Sun.
Scott? The Ovulus just said chandelier and sun.
Maybe a coincidence. The Ovilius has shot out random words all the time.
That was when it was on dictionary mode. The Ovulus is currently on phonetic mode, which means it just formed those words from whatever environmental readings it scanned.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. Hold on, let me check in on Ryan. Hey Ryan, how's it going?
It's quiet up here right now, but I'm about to reach the master bedroom.
Let's see here. Master bedroom. Only one person died in this room. It was Jennifer Bell. She died of influenza back in 1921.
That website hasn't been updated. 2 people died in this room.
How do you know that?
Aiden's uncle. Jake said he died in his home and he's pretty sure that it was in this room.
That room looks the cleanest right now. Almost as if someone has lived in it recently.
What was the uncle's name?
Aiden never told us. Wait, hold on. Jake, what was Aiden's uncle's name?
I'm pretty sure it's Todd. Aiden told me a while ago. Yeah, I'm confident that it's Todd.
Thank you. Ryan?
I heard him. Todd? Jennifer? Can one of you show yourselves? Maybe on the bed? But not at the same time? Whoa. Well, Scott, there's someone on the bed.
Set down the REM pod on there and see if they can activate it.
Hey, I know you're here. We just need to know what we can do to help you. So just show your presence. Thank you. Now we know you're here. Hey, where are you going? What? Who are you? Hey, Jennifer. Hey, I got a girlfriend. Whoa!
Ryan, you alright, buddy?
Scott, did you get that? Tell me you got that.
All I saw was an orb fly right through you. Then you fell to the floor. But for a second, I swear that I could make out a figure. Like I said, I'm recording everything. I'll check in on Jake. Jake? How are you doing?
Doing alright. Hey, I heard about Ryan. Can't wait to see that video. Anyways, the Ovulus was reading out gibberish stuff, so I'm gonna do an EVP recording. So, clear the comms, boys. Hello? My name is Jake Penn. My team and I have heard about some of the gruesome things that have happened in this room. So tell me right now, who are you? What is going on? How do you feel right now? Okay, replaying the recording. Hello? My name is Jake Penn. My team and I have heard about some of the gruesome things that have happened in this room. So tell me right now, who are you? What is going on? It hurts so much. How do you feel right now? Oh my god. Scott! There was a voice on the EVP. It said, it hurts so much. I think it came from Marcus.
It must have been him speaking after he was crushed by the chandelier.
Didn't you say that he was also impaled?
Yeah, he was. Jake? Hey, are you alright?
I can't breathe.
Get out of there!
Oh god. Oh god.
felt like something just cut deep into my back. I couldn't breathe.
Remember, Jonathan Bell was stabbed in the back by the neighbor.
You must have experienced his pain.
Scott, I just saw something.
What was it?
Hard to tell. But I'm pretty sure I just saw a Native American standing right in front of me.
That's not right. Reports say that only the Bell family died in the property. Hey, just come back to the tent and we can both check in on Ryan. Ryan, where are you right now?
He's making my way downstairs. I heard Jake needed a break. Plus, I've already explored most of the third floor. Hey, have we been in here before?
I don't know what room that is. Can you tell me what's in there?
Yeah, sure. It's a staircase going down even further.
A basement? This mansion doesn't have a basement.
Especially for this being Texas. We've got no basements here in Texas.
Who knows? Well, apparently there's nothing down here.
Nothing? What do you mean?
Jake, I'm telling you, there's nothing down here. It's an empty room with a dirt floor. Well, I'm heading back up. There's nothing to see down here anyway. Hey, are you guys getting any kind of interference on your radios?
Interference? What do you mean?
It just seems like I'm hearing a lot of whispering.
We're not hearing anything up here, Ryan. Is everything alright down there?
I'm just heading back up. I'm not dealing with whatever the hell's down here.
What did you hear down there, Ryan?
It sounded like whispering. Lots of whispering.
Probably an issue with your radio. After all, we didn't know that there was a basement, so the death probably messed up your frequency.
It didn't come from the radio, I'm sure of that. But anyways, Jake, didn't you say that you saw something?
Yeah, a Native American, just right outside the property.
How do you know?
Because he had one of those big feather wigs and a tomahawk in his hand. I think it was a tribal chief.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that this land was once inhabited by various tribes.
Which means that at some point, all of those people were kicked off this land to make way for the white settlers.
So, if you're seeing these spirits, that either means they were killed getting kicked off this land, or they have some sort of ties to the property.
James Bell. Hold up. How did James Bell die again?
Nobody knows. They just found him dead.
No. I mean, what was the state of his body when they found him dead?
Yeah, his head was caved in.
Now, hold on. I've got a hunch here, y'all. Nobody saw how James Bell died. He was alone in his house at the time. Could it be possible that...
That maybe he was murdered?
Not murdered. Executed.
What if a few members of the tribe that used to live on this land killed James Bell out of retaliation for what he did to their people? What? Did you guys just see that?
I did. Right there on the front porch.
I think we figured it out.
But something still doesn't make sense here. Have any of you found it kind of weird that every descendant of the Bell family have all died on this property?
I actually didn't think of that until just right now. But yeah, that is weird.
What if the natives are somehow tied to all of this?
Well, the natives did start the cycle of death that this mansion has seen by killing its builder. So, maybe that's it?
It's gotta be something else. Hey Ryan, didn't you hear something down in the basement?
Yeah, that whispering.
Was the whispering constant, or did you just hear it for a second?
It was constant. It didn't stop until I left the cellar.
Scott, your laptop. I've seen a few cases where some artifacts have been dug up in places where native tribes used to reside, and according to modern interviews like descendants of those natives, some of those artifacts were created to generate a curse. Like this one case of an old saloon where a series of deaths occurred to every family member who set foot on the property. They later dug up an old native artifact. As soon as they got rid of it, the deaths stopped.
So you're saying that the whispering that I heard probably came from a cursed tribal item?
Bingo. That's most likely what's causing all of these things to occur in the home, I think. But I think this mansion is cursed. So if we find this item, if it even exists, we could potentially lift a curse and all will be well.
Oh man, I just realized. What if Aiden never called us here in the first place?
Then the curse would have set up a bizarre way to kill him in the house.
Then it's up to us to save this property. Come on, boys. This is no longer an investigation. It's an expedition.
This tool will detect any disturbed ground in the basement so we can find out where the item was buried.
I didn't know we had a LiDAR scanner.
Sometimes, Jake, you just gotta come prepared.
Whoa! Guys, do you see the same thing as I do right now?
Yes, Scott. We can see them all.
So many ghosts at once. Incredible.
Hi, look. I know that you all are scared and confused, but listen. We know what's causing you all this pain and misery, and if you just let us pass through, we can find it and set you all free. Now, could you please move?
Jake, I've got this. Run.
Okay, it looks like they don't want us going down there. Whew.
Did any of you recognize some of them?
Hell, I couldn't tell. All I saw were the faces of the damned.
No. Some of them I noticed were the spirits of those who died outside.
Like who?
Like Susan, who got run over by the horse, and Brody, who got struck by lightning.
That's true. But wouldn't they only be seen outside the mansion?
Not if the curse has anything to do with it. I think every ghost on this property is trying to stop us from going into that basement.
Because they know what's down there, and they're corrupted by that item's power.
Oh, great.
We have to get down there.
How? You saw what they did to me. They'll block our way and weaken us before we even reach a door.
But what if we all didn't go for the basement at once?
What do you mean?
All three of us tried to go to the basement at the same time because they knew that we found out about the artifact. So what if we split up? One person goes to the cellar while the other two run around the house distracting the ghosts.
So basically Scooby-Doo it? That's ridiculous. That'll never work.
That's all I could come up with at this moment, okay? But it's worth a shot, right?
I guess it is.
I'm down for it.
Alright. Ryan, you know how to use the LiDAR scanner, so you go to the basement.
Got it.
Scott, you and I will distract them. You take the upper floors while I take the lower.
Oh god, what did I just agree on?
Okay, on the count of 3, Ryan, do a loop around the bottom floor before you go down there, and Scott, just run like hell.
I'm ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Alright. 1, 2, 3! Huh?
on, you dead people! Chase me!
Oh man.
I got the artifact. Meet me at the door.
I'm on my way. Scott, where the hell are you?
Going into the attic. Just get the item out of here.
Go. Hopefully just running out of the house stops the curse.
Did it happen? Are they all gone?
They're free now. No longer trapped in this place.
What should we do with this?
I think we should give it back to the native community. Maybe a sign for peace for all the stuff that this country has put them through.
And the mansion?
Well, I'm not sure. Whew. Y'all look like you've had a rough night. What happened? Aiden, not sure how to tell you this, but, your family's home was cursed. I'm sorry. What? How is this house cursed? Look, I don't think your dad or uncle ever told you this, but everyone who has lived here has died. And your uncle was a victim of that curse. And last night, we realized that if you never called us here, the curse would have taken you as well.
But we found the artifact that had the curse and safely removed it from your home.
I don't know what to say, except, I guess, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, and by the way, there's a basement that's never been used. So I don't think anybody knows anything about it.
I know just what to do with it. Hey, Aiden. Are you sure that you want to live here? Because we're actually not that confident if the curse was lifted or not. Well, Jake, if it wasn't, then that's a gamble I think I'm willing to take.